World of YouTube. True crime tale site going back on the Maura Murray case. I have found something on Reddit that was very interesting. Of course, here's Maura Murray, 2009. I believe my thoughts, theories, picked up, kidnapped, and murdered. Although this case goes into so many insane twists, turns, dead ends, in an unrelooted labyrinth of insanity. I honestly think before this case is solved, everybody that's on it will go mad. I have a list of videos on this case. Me going over all kinds of stuff. And did get in contact with somebody that went over my work. Like I say, this person has claimed, like I say, I can't say no names, but has claimed that I mentioned something in one of my videos that law enforcement has on record, but never publicly released it. I'm thinking of getting back in contact to go over a couple more things that I had remembered after the fact. Because, of course, I don't know how legit this person was, or if they were literally trying to figure out what I knew, to get a basics of who I am. Because if I mentioned something and law enforcement didn't put it out, who knows? They could be watching me and wondering what I'm doing. But I don't sweat that, because I have nothing to hide. I have no involvement in this case. Of course, there have been times I've gotten comments, especially on the Delphi murders, of people saying, "Are you Bridge Guy?" No. Yeah, okay. I don't get it. But whatever the case may be, I have been told in the past I should have been a private investigator, but turn of the worst of the turns. I'm who I am, and I have to live with it. But in my point of view of this case is that there is nothing more to cover. There's only one thing that has not been fully looked at, investigated, even though they did a minor search. The red pickup truck has been literally, you can say, deleted, erased, and by this point, pointless, so say. But that red pickup truck should have been the main thing on this case, and everything was just overlooked on it, in my eyes. As much time that I've put into this case, that red pickup truck, there was a witness who saw it. There was a witness that said that thing drove back down towards the crime scene. There was a witness claiming to have seen a Massachusetts plate. There was a witness describing and detailing the truck, of every piece of it, down to the stickers on the back of the window. The truck was searched for, but not long enough. And if I was a private investigator, or if I was law enforcement, that would have been the main, once that witness came out with that would have been the main thing I would have been looking for, right then and there. Everybody halt everything, search up and down the East Coast, Massachusetts, of course, but I don't care. I would have went to Connecticut, I would have went to Rhode Island, I would have went to Maine, and all through New Hampshire. I would have started looking for that red truck. If I was in charge, that would be the only reasonable thing. But like I say, I came to the conclusion, and even a YouTuber that has been on this case probably longer than me caught my videos. You know, I thank her for all she's done, all she's came up with. Every little piece of information she could throw, I investigated. My own investigation. But even Thunderbolt has not emailed me, well, not emailed me, but commented me, whatever, any new updates, because she has too been stumped. We're at a point, and this is what I'm talking about. If you can get, on something and have someone help you, because I can't be, on certain things at a long period of time. My time right now is very limited until I can get myself out of the hole I'm in and the consequences I've been thrown at in my face. I'm stumped with time. I mean, I'm doing videos left and right, what I can, what I think is interesting, but it's not enough to get me out of this hole. And I hate to use cases like this because everybody's going to say, you're only in this for the money. No, I'm not in this for the money. If I had money, yes, I would take my time, and this would be my job to go to places, investigate it my damn self. Especially the Delphi murders, where now there's a new suspect and new evidence, or so. And I would love to go out there and put a little heat on the disciple of the devil doing these dirty, nasty deeds. I don't want to screw up the AC/DC song. No dirty deeds. It's dirty, nasty deeds. So I don't screw up that song. But anyways, on to this. Here's the road, the crash site, of course. And this woman, and I believe, yes, this is James Renner's post. Now, in the blog on Reddit, now this is what I'm talking about. I've been saying this since, my last video on this. There's nothing more, and I just said it, and I'll say it again. There's nothing more that you can go on this case. Everything, I think, has been looked at, talked about, and the only thing I can say, right, that hadn't been really searched, and I'll keep saying it, is the red truck. That red damn truck. And what does this lead, just like in the Delphi case, or any case that is serious and high profiled right now, which is this one in the Delphi. And every time I put up a Delphi video, man, I watch the views go skyrocketing, because yes, there's a new suspect. But in this case, you go on and on and on, and it leads to this. And what I've been saying all along, even in the Delphi, people putting up crap, false information for their gain, for their popularity, for their views, for the blah, 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 blah. If I could help the families and do something, I would. But right now, like I say, I'm in a slump. But at least I can, like in the Maura Murray case, coming out with stuff law enforcement didn't say or talk about or give out to the public. I found something else. And that's why I keep doing videos, because what if I come up and say something that the law enforcement didn't? And rock their cage a little bit is right. Which, like I said, I'm going to call this person I know and see if something else I can talk about or comes up. But I haven't heard nothing on the information I gave. But then again, I couldn't remember what I said in most of the videos, but there was some specific things that did come up. Now I'd like to get it out. At the time, that person couldn't remember. I couldn't remember, because I got so many videos. And obviously this person didn't write down. And that only goes to show, as they claim, they've been on this case since day one. And if I heard something right that someone said, and if I knew what the law enforcement had, I would write down there what that person said to give to the law enforcement and then contact the person. How you came up with this. But that ain't the case of what happened, so I can't give out too much detail on that. But all I know is I did come up with something, and who knows if it even reached the family or even if they're taking notice to my stuff. And who knows? Maybe one day they'll invite me, hopefully not to kill me, but to come out and maybe do something. But gotta keep that guard up, people. Because I don't know what it was that I said that they know, that I know, that who knows or what knows. And then it could be something of a, oh, what does this guy know is right? Does he know the killer and then they're going to frame me or something, you know? Oh man, my thoughts run wild when I start going and thinking of stuff. And mystery is one of my number one top things that I love to do. And that's why I always say you can't just stick on one thing. You gotta expand your mind on these cases. Hell, even if someone, like I've done it multiple times, got people thinking, and then they come back with a good one for me to think about. It's like, oh, even that. And then I'll go back and forth. It's like, you think of that, I think of this. And right, you put minds together, stuff starts coming out. But the pressure, there you go. But anyways, this woman obviously was not using her mind. Came out with false allegations. Now I'm going to put this up because, God dang it, is this article just as loopy as the story. Because it says it does something, but you just read it, it just don't make no frickin' sense. But supposedly this woman and another partner came up with a scam, I believe, to go against James Renner. Now this is just what I read. And try and make it look like he was coming up with stuff or holding stuff or whatever the case may be. But where I'm getting at with my stuff is, like I say, what else can you talk about? And when you get to that point of there's nothing much to talk about, then you got the people going to come out and put out the lies, the fake allegations on the story that is being held. And that's exactly what this woman did. Saying there was photos of the crime scene that the police, is what I understand and what I read, withheld from the public. Or even James Renner had and withheld and knew and this and that. And this person definitely got in trouble for that. The partner contacted James Renner. They talked. It was a man, and he wanted to clear himself from all this. But this one erased stuff, got rid of stuff. He showed comments from his side that they wrote to each other. And this woman supposedly was seen with Maura Murray on the disappearance of her on that date of February 9th. So, all came back a lie. Whatever the hell this person was trying to do, like I said, you gotta read the article to get the full story, and it's just blown out of proportion. You have to read it to understand it, and if you can understand it, and how it's all over the place. The only thing I get out of it is there was photos that were withheld, and, right, this person lied about him, or about James Renner having him. So, that being said, as you can see, and this came out April 25th, it only goes to show what people are doing to keep their fame going or whatever they're trying to do, and what other people are doing to, how can I say this? make this sound good. Just using it to their advantage to get right. But this screwed up this person because all her social media pages have now been deleted of where she went to go talk. Reddit, Twitter, and so forth. So she burned her bridges. And for people like this to get, and it was in a podcast, I believe, so. But to do this and get all this, and then all of a sudden you gotta crash and burn like you did. That's where we stand on cases like this. Nothing more. What can you talk about? What more? Oh, let's just roast this guy. And, hopefully it comes out for the best. But yet, it backfired. Blows up in their face. And that's all we're stuck with right now. With that being said, what is there to talk about? Till the next video, be safe, take care, always beware, and try not to make false statements, people. If you're that bored, you have to go to another case. But making fake stuff, trying to pinpoint on people, yeah. And that's where we stand on cases like this. It's like, wow. I swear everybody's gonna go insane before this case is ever solved. Out.